Hello everyone. Today we're discussing common types of malware and effective strategies to protect our systems and data. We'll cover ransomware, spyware, adware, Trojan horses, rootkits, and keyloggers, and I'll give you actionable tips to safeguard against each. Let's start with ransomware. This type of malware encrypts your data, making it inaccessible until a ransom is paid. To protect against it, back up your data regularly and store backups offline or in a secure cloud. This ensures you can recover files without paying. Be cautious with links. Don't click on anything suspicious, especially in unsolicited emails. Use advanced endpoint security tools that can detect ransomware activity early and prevent it from spreading. By following these steps, you can significantly lower the risk of falling victim to ransomware. Next, we have spyware, which secretly gathers your personal information. Here's how to protect yourself. Use anti-spyware tools along with your regular antivirus software to detect against and remove spyware. Limit the amount of personal information you share online. The less data out there, the less to steal. Disable any unnecessary browser add-ons or plugins, as these can be used to track or collect information. These measures can ensure your privacy and security. Adware is another common threat. It bombards you with unwanted ads and can even track your online activity. Here are some preventive steps. Use ad blocking extensions to stop most ads from showing up in the first place. Only download software from trusted sources, as adware often hides in free, unverified downloads. Clear your browser cookies and cache regularly to avoid ad-based tracking. These actions can reduce interruptions and protect your privacy online. Trojan horses. Now let's talk about Trojan horses. Trojans disguise themselves as legitimate software but hide malicious code. To stay protected, download software only from official, trusted websites. Avoid using pirated software, as it's often a breeding ground for Trojans. Watch for unusual system activity, like unexpected pop-ups or slower performance, which may signal a Trojan. Being vigilant and cautious with downloads is the key here. Rootkits are especially dangerous because they're designed to stay hidden while granting hackers access to your device. Here's how to protect yourself. Use rootkit detection tools, as these are essential for identifying this hidden threat. Limit administrator access and use regular user accounts when possible. Keep all device firmware and software updated to close any potential security gaps. Following these practices can help reduce the risk of a rootkit infection. Finally, keyloggers monitor your keystrokes to capture sensitive information, like passwords. To protect against keyloggers, enable two-factor authentication wherever possible to secure your accounts. Keep your software and operating system updated to avoid known security gaps. Enable firewalls, to add another layer of protection against intruders. These steps are crucial for keeping your information safe. By following these security practices, you can protect yourself from a range of malware threats. Stay informed, cautious, and keep your systems updated to reduce your vulnerability.
Hello, this is Christina, and I'll be talking about malware and focusing on keyloggers as part of the most common malware types. There is a lot of money being made in cybercrime and malware, and it is only going to increase. Malware is something that we are all going to have to deal with, and it's important. The more we know about it and know how it works, the better off we are. What is malware? Technically, the term comes from a combination of malicious and software. The first type of malware that is associated with that definition are viruses. A virus is an application that can copy itself by attaching its code to other files on the system. The worst of these viruses can spread from computer to computer, damaging and compromising the affected computer. For malware to be a virus, it needs to be able to infect files in this way, and since they are corrupted files, they are easily identified by computers in anti-malware software. The anti-malware is the type of software program created to protect information technology systems and individual computers from malicious software or malware. Anti-malware programs scan a computer system to prevent, detect, and remove malware. The anti-malware system can easily identify viruses in the computer system. This method helps deter the hackers from using this method. The most common malware types that are causing the most damage is keyloggers, and there's a few types of keyloggers. Some is hardware and some is software. Hardware-based keyloggers and physical access are tiny devices that connects to the computer through the keyboard. The device usually looks like a USB adapter, making it relatively simple to conceal the device for someone who wants to keep an eye on a user's behavior, but this requires installing a hardware keylogger physical access into the computer. Software-based keyloggers is a computer program that can be installed without having direct access to the user's computer. This can be downloaded on purpose by someone who wants to monitor a computer, or it can be downloaded without the user's knowledge, and run as part of a rootkit or a remote administration Trojan, also known as RAT. Valid keyloggers are used legally. Using it must follow some rules, such as not using data in an illegal way. Here are some examples of keyloggers that can be used legally. Monitoring business servers to keep an eye out for unapproved users' activity on web applications. Product development to collect users' feedback to enhance the computer's performance. An IT assessment to acquire information about users' issues and effectively address them. Another is an employee surveillance to monitor the safe usage of a corporate property at all times, and law enforcement investigation when investigating criminal conduct. The law enforcement agencies may use keyloggers if they have the warrant to do so. Gray area keyloggers are keyloggers that can check on their personal computer that they made or own, but they can't monitor devices that don't belong to them. This is a gray area of keylogger usage. Examples are parents monitoring their insured child's safety as virtual and interpersonal interactions, marital surveillance collecting data on a partner's online behavior using a device that belongs to the user to prove that the partner is cheating and monitoring productivity, keeping tabs on how workers use their time on the clock. Illegal keyloggers are labeled as malware when they cross the line into criminal territory. When criminals often use keyloggers as spyware to steal personal information, passwords, financial information, for instance, card numbers, PIN codes, and sensitive data from businesses. This data is usually sent to third parties for criminal use. Examples of illegal keyloggers uses are criminals stealing personal information such as credit card numbers, stealing spouses online, login credentials to monitor their social media, and also stalk an ex-spouse, friend, or other non-consenting people. How does keystroke logging work? Hardware-based keyloggers can be inserted either into the back of the computer or inside the keyboard itself. The keylogger saves each stroke as text on its own hard drive. The person who installed it must return and remove the keylogger to access the collected data. Software-based keyloggers, on the other hand, are easier to install, so they are more common. Software keyloggers don't damage the computers they infect. They simply capture every keystroke on the device. Some key important things to do regularly is have a backup drive that is not constantly connected to your computer, since there is a lot of malware out there that is able to encrypt attached storage. And also, make sure your computer is completely up to date as well, because some browsers you use can have exploits that are then patched in newer versions. With the latest version, that can help you avoid vulnerability attacks. Thank you.